Okay, so we're starting a bit late today. I ended up falling asleep and sleeping half the day away, basically. I don't even know why. I wasn't even that tired, but it kind of just worked out that way. So I'm gonna eat, and we're gonna talk to some rabbits. Here we go. Exciting. I feel like this outfit isn't the best right when I'm next to Urianger. Anyway. I explored a bit. Here's my Easter currents. This is like the main thing I did. But yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I didn't want to bother with Labyrinthos or Savnir since I can't get access to the whole area anyway. Yeah, maybe. Also, I leveled up everybody a little bit here and there. Actually, you know, maybe we'll switch to my machinist. Yeah, I think we'll switch to my machinist. Put a lot of work into catching them up on the levels. But it's a little weird because like this is level 84. So even though I caught up, I have, I think, Paladin, yeah, 84, 85, 84, 87. So it's like, I caught up, but for how long? Not long, probably.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Lotharites, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
I just realized the game's kind of weird right now, because there's no main villain anymore. Like, Xenos would be if he was still around, but he kind of just doesn't care. He's gonna show up later, I guess, just randomly.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Etheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Etheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom? Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Etheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
Charlian, obviously. Why were they stocking up on supplies? Though I doubt that they understand what was going to happen precisely.
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women, and I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it? Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
I wonder why they're completely reusing old music there. Weird. Not a very efficient place to travel, is it? It's like pretty far to go anywhere here. Also, I'm really confused why these supporter and caretaker robots attack you, like, at least a little bit on sight. Like, why bother? Why would they do this? Just make it so I have to attack them. Is it so hard? The other two looked way too simple with ideas to convey. Of course. And they can like create these from nothing. And yet their imaginations are like nothing, like just non-existent. I thought that they're supposed to like change these depending on what your profession is. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks fine. And if you like leopard print, which some people do, then it is really good, actually. Oh, you know, I was a little confused by those wrist parts, but actually that makes a little more sense. It's still a little weird. It's like I don't quite understand what those wrist things would be for. I don't know. It's weird that they're like, oh, well, these are all different for different professions, and it's like, how many professions do you think exist in the world, I wonder? Don't we look splendid? Drawn air. Quality. Luminance make. I can see your adoration for the moon, and we elaborate in your eyes. No doubt, your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Well, I mean, I think this would be perfectly fine for Urianger. Everyone else, questionable. Are my eyes covered right now? Oh, I didn't realize that they put some coverings on our eyes. That's actually pretty basic, actually, weirdly. That looks just fine. Yeah, okay, he seems to like it too. Yeah, it's like, the eye part is where it's like, why do we have these eye guards? I mean, the funny part is that they could make these garments to be as like stronger than steel, so like it could be crazy powerful. But who knows? I mean, these guys probably never have seen combat, so. Yeah, that's true. We're not communists. I mean, I think this is too much to assume, especially considering they have limited resources. But for the closing, they don't really have limited resources because they can just think them up and create them, so that's quite different. Yeah, exactly. Oh yes, what about the reflections? Yep, okay. Yes, and the reflections are all Aetheris. Yeah, all of the reflections are Aetheris. Does that imply... I mean, why wouldn't she be able to do this on every single moon in every single reflection? Or is there only one moon and it's only at the source? I don't remember whether the first shard had a moon. Sorry, Reen. Prepare for death. Yeah, I don't like that me and Ari Andrew's outfits are a little too matching. Let's see. I'm gonna go with, and I don't really want to do Machinist outfit. I guess Summoner outfit's not too bad. Okay. Alright then. Okay then. Okay. How different. How different will it be?
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh, you're a boy? Okay. Readying the teleporter! Like, okay.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Dungeon? Or not that far, actually. Just the floor above, right?
Private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Okay. Weird.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, do they have limited food growing locations? Because, like, they showed us where the carrots are, but, like, are they growing the carrots, or are they manifesting them using creation magic? Well, this isn't gonna be true. I did go in here. I didn't know what it was, but yeah. They don't know what a forest is. It's just more machinery. Oh, do you mean these tree things? Right. Right. Of course, right. I mean, they're still like fake or whatever, but. But then what are these right here? You know, are they just random structures? What? Yeah, this room is even more empty than I remember it when I first came through here. Like, there really is like nothing here really in particular. Kind of just looks like they're just storing water here or something. They do have a fountain here though, so that's interesting. This fountain's decent. Those. I doubt it's water, it's probably like ether or something. I guess it could be water though. Maybe. You mean those crystal things? So did they not have pictures sent to them or something? Why? Yeah, the water. All right. It's weird. I've seen Stretch on here before, but I'm a little lost on where it is now. There it is. Got lucky. That's actually not that much time, honestly. Well, I mean, okay, no, okay. They did have a lot of time. It's just in the grand scheme of the whole world's life, even just since the sundering of Aseris, 6,000 years is like 2 astral ages. Like that's plenty of time. Yeah. Like, I think each astral age is around 2,000 to 3,000 years. I mean, it could be less, depending. I believe the 6th astral age ended up being about 2,500 years, I think. That's usually what you hear about more than the rest of the astral ages. Yeah, of course, we know that shit. Whatever. Wait, no, they're saying the whole time has been 10,000 years since the thundering. But the 6th age was 2,500 years. So the 6th astral age lasted the longest amount of time compared to every other age? Because, that's 1/4 of the entire life of the source in one age out of 6, because the 7th age is only 10 years old. That doesn't count. Weird. I wonder how long the first age was. Oh, what's this? Okay. Well, that thing was up in the sky though for like at least 4,000 years. So, like, what do you mean? Wait, what? What? It was in the sky for 4,000 years. There's something not adding up here. They're like, oh, we were expecting the worst, but it's like That was that was in the sky for a long time, ever since the Allegan, at the very least, ever since the Allegan age came to an end, which was the Force Umbral Calamity, so the beginning of the Force Astral Age. So the Force Astral Age, 5th Astral Age, and it wasn't until the end of the 6th Astral Age, which was 2,500 years, that it got the Bahamut got destroyed. 3 Astral Ages, and they're saying, supposedly, they weren't doing anything in that time. I don't believe it. Yeah, and I'm just like estimating that would be like 4,000 years. Huh. Something's going on here. Maybe they just like misspoke or something. Because that doesn't make sense. Like, it makes sense when it first came up, but then Hydaelyn could have just been like, don't worry about it, it's fine. It's not aimed at you guys. Okay, I mean, those are everywhere, but sure. Oh, it's just light. Okay. Get out of here. I gotta get out of here. This place is getting worse and worse by the second. Okay. See, yeah, the timeline's so weird. So they're saying it took 6,000 years to finish the propulsion system, 4,000 years to finish everything in the residential area. And they're saying also that 2,000 years ago, all this has been done. So now we bumped up the whole age of everything to 12,000 years. So then that would be a big deal, because that would be closer to about 2,000 years per astral age. That makes a bit more sense. Not that 2,000 years should be necessary, but I mean, if the 6th astral age took about 2,000 years, it makes sense that the rest would be not that far off, I would think. Yeah. Forbidden to... Yeah, because then they would find out about the moon. But then they said the 2,000 years passed, and then there were a few more rejoinings, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So when they said, hey, can we have somebody to regularly talk to, that's when Charlene started. That's when Charlene got in contact with them and started ceasing to... Yeah, it was like near the beginning of the... Or like 200 years or 400 years or something into the 6th astral age, I think. Something like that. When they... decided to be even more cut off from the rest of the world. Oh wow. That was going on. That had some lights going on for a second there. Weird. Still trying to get that screen to work. But I haven't really looked at it very much, honestly. So it's really funny that it just popped up and started doing stuff randomly. This kitty cat is so energetic. Well, the Charlene's just expected to leave on their own and leave everybody else behind, probably. We'll leave. Goodbye, everybody. What? Hey, where did they go? Don't worry about it. Everybody's dead. I wonder what happened. I wonder how we all died here. I don't know. We'll never know. And Charlene just doomed everybody on the planet. I'm really annoyed because Urianger is the dumbest person in the whole Scions, but everybody keeps treating him like, oh yes, we can trust you to keep secrets and do secret plans, and it's just like, fuck off. Weird. I don't know why this... I turned off that monitor and it's still doing that, even after turning it off. I wish this game would just throw this out the door, but like, man, we're in the last DLC and well, if anything, they've added more to this, so that's even worse, you know? Well, at least he ran ahead. Like they didn't really have much of these. Like maybe they'd have one per DLC, maybe, I think before. But now it's like constant feeling. Though I suppose one of them was for a ether current mission. So you guys probably don't even notice that difference. Okay, I was gonna say, like, well, what do I do from here? Like, I can't hide right here. What's going on?
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Yeah, like, why even bother having a sneak if he's like, yeah, hey, what's up?
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity? 'Tis a comfort to know we are of like mind in that regard. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Oh, I guess I can finish up the ether currents here now. Because this last mission here will be the last mission, and then you got the other 4, so... Guess I'll do that off stream, I guess. But, I am planning to... Well, get done with this area, of course, but then also whatever the next area is tonight. Gonna be going till 2 a.m. probably. Depending. Depending how small, how short the next area is. But you never know. It might be well, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say it might be short, but like, actually the moon's been pretty short. Like probably the shortest place yet, probably. Oh wait, can I not? Oh, gosh. I was told about teleporters, but it looks like there's only one teleporter. Because there's 4 teleporters. I think this might be the only one that actually works. Also, I finally decided, though, how I'm gonna work it is that so right now Summoner is at level 87. So when I'm doing a main mission, I'll stick with doing anybody that's under level 87, and then from now on I'm going to do these for Summoner, and then I'll get it to level 90, and then if I need to use a higher level character, then I'll use Summoner. No, I shouldn't really use Summoner. So confusing. Yeah, well, if I need a higher level character, I'll use Summoner. I was just thinking, like, well, but then he won't get any experience points. But you don't really get that many experience points from a dungeon anyway, so it's fairly minor. Like, if I did it right now, I'd get like maybe 20% on my bar right now. Maybe more though, considering it's underneath the Summoner level. We'll see. It depends. Like, we're not even at level 85 missions yet. But yeah, so I'll get pretty much everybody to level 86. And we'll see when we get to level 86 missions. It depends where we're going from here. It's really hard to tell where we're going. I would assume we're going to go to the that place in Charlian, that place that we were blocked from going. Yeah, obviously Wild Goose Chase, blah blah blah. You're running out of time, so you decided to waste our time. But what planet we're at risk? It's like, ah yes, I have an idea. Let's ignore people on the planet. Whoops! Urianger only represents 1/10 of the planet's population. We didn't know that. Oh yeah, imagine that. What's at stake? What must be done? What's that supposed to mean? You're making it sound like you're gonna sacrifice people. That's what that means. What risk? Literally, what risk? What ifs and maybes? If you can save the Earth, then what are you talking about? No one's gonna be happy to leave the planet. Kill them! Kill them all! This will be really funny if they're actually some degree of fighters.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why the time has come for you to return to Atheris and help your brethren prepare.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late!
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Heideland's love for Atheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed.
I'd like to remind you that my character is Heideland's chosen, so you would think that these people, or whatever, these guys, would be praising me to high heaven, but instead they're like, oh, you're an idiot, we're gonna go with this guy. And it's like, I'm literally your master's chosen one. I literally represent everything your master believes in. What the fuck is wrong with you?
All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Atheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit, and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
You're trash.
Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer, the anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
To interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
That reminds me that they said Hydaelyn was oh, what was it? They said like Hydaelyn actually is like their core maybe is the villain that became Eden. The Knot. I'm very confused by that. Like, I don't really get that aspect. Because, yeah, Venat... Because, yeah, Venat... It was an Ascian. And the Shattered Ascian joined the bad guys. But then they're saying Venat was also Hydaelyn. So I guess that's the original, but partly shattered form of Hydaelyn. Because Hydaelyn is weird. Hydaelyn was separated into 13. But yeah, again, like maybe Venat was actually her core. I suppose it makes enough sense, since apparently Zodiark had a core. Yeah, I think that I'm like done with the colors for the Elpis, or maybe one more color. I've already lost track of all the colors that it's turned into. It's funny that they go in that direction instead of this direction. Oh, is there an actual... Oh yeah, I guess... Did I not know that you can actually teleport back? Yeah, because like, this seemed like a one-way trip. This little circle here didn't really make me think, oh yes, it's a circle that you can go back to where you came from. And like, yeah, I never would have thought that actually. The circle doesn't make me think that at all. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. While we just do a quick teleport. Wait, so I think that confirms that Telophoroi is just Fandaniel. Like, literally, Telophoroi means Fandaniel in every essence of it. Just every way. Because the only person who went. The only guys that went to the moon were Fandaniel and Xenos. So the fact that you'd say the Telophoroi, so fucking weird. Fuck. Well, yeah. We shouldn't hear that word ever again, unless they're just like, oh, the effects of the Telophoroi. Shut the fuck up. They just want to be like, well, the Telophoroi are one thing and the Empire is a different thing. Those are two different things, I guess. Which I guess makes sense, but still, come on, it's still stupid.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Charlian, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Telophoroi, and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared.
Now that I think about it, this is actually really funny that they say this, because in the, I think it was post game of Heaven's Word, we went to Matoya and she sent us to some underground labyrinths, and after you finish the dungeon, that's when you go and meet Hydaelyn for the first time in a long time. So this is actually like completely obvious, but on top of that, of course, like I said before, like the only thing in the ethereal sea is Hydaelyn. Duh. Though it's weird, they make it sound like she's close to the surface instead of in the planet.
A gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them
the
from
moon,
this
or the big ship or whatever.
Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge. Not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the Great Exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale.
Like, the worst part about this, though, is that they condemn everybody for trying to stop the Telepharoi from starting the final days. Then the Telepharoi start the final days, and they're like, time to leave the planet! And it's like, you literally could have helped to prevent this from happening. Fuck off. Fucking dumbass. You guys are just completely inept.
We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
And notice they said nothing about the other nations. Oh, don't worry, all Sharlayan's leaving. What about everybody else?
Told us when we visited home.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave. I may look daggers at him, but I will neither speak nor draw them.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
I wonder what that's even supposed to mean. Like, wait, what? I mean, they are cowards, but, like... they stand to be enemies of the world, basically. Weirdly.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so.
What I wish to say would be like, you can leave if you want, but if we save the planet, get the fuck off our planet. That's what I would want to say.
Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
He sure took that information in stride that we've already been to the moon.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
There's something really hilarious about being told, oh, we should go to sleep to prepare for tomorrow. And the sun is like rising literally right now. Like, okay. Was this supposed to happen at night or in the morning? Like, I feel like it was really appropriate that the sun was coming up during all those events. Sometimes it's hard to tell just how the time works with events. Or maybe it just thematically always works. You just be like, the sun's going down because dark times are ahead. Or the sun is coming up because there's hope ahead. And you could like just say that in any moment at any time. I feel like there's that, it's like that's going on. But then if it just stayed daytime, it would have been too lame. If it stayed nighttime, I don't know. I don't know about that. I feel like that wouldn't actually have any decent explanation. Yeah, we still haven't found out about that island, though. That's weird. Wait a second. Just noticing more people come in. Hey, that's a spoiler there. Get out of here. And this is super generic armor. What the fuck? And this is also super generic. That's an NPC, I guess. Ah, now it's nighttime. Ah, I see. So I guess in this case it does matter. I mean, if it's any of them, I think that's a good guess. But I kind of... Yep, okay, there we go. Hey, I guessed correctly.
Oh, apologies.
What do you know?
If you could spare a moment before bed.
Or wait, does this mean that you can choose who shows up? Maybe that's what that means. That'd be quite interesting if that was the case. Though, imagine if Sancred showed up. That'd be a bit odd. Did they really just make it so you can choose whoever you want?
Thank you. I fear this may be the last quiet night we have to talk for quite some time. I am troubled of late. Unwarranted concerns, perhaps. I hope. Nevertheless, I feel compelled to share them with you. Though you have bested your enemies thus far, Xenos and even Zodiac, your victories have come at a considerable cost to yourself. No one is without their limits, and you are no exception. I worry the added weight of the final days will prove more than you can bear. It is surely too much for any one woman. But you needn't bear it alone. Let me share your burden. My, carrying capacity pales in comparison to yours, but I could still help. Shoulder the occasional satchel from your ever-growing mountain of, baggage. You have already done so much to help relieve me of mine own encumbrances. 'Tis only fair that I repay you in kind. Of course, it needn't be only troubles we share. Moments of joy may seem few and far between now, but there will come a time when we look back fondly on this journey. The inquiry at the Forum, our march through the snows of Garlemald, our impromptu dinner in this very room. All of it. And that is to say nothing of the journeys yet to come, to the ends of the world and beyond. But tomorrow will be no less busy than today, and I've kept you from your rest long enough. Sleep well, my friend.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers.
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. They're to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Another day, another commission of paramount importance. Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right? Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Well, that's not good. That's not good music at all. So it was only when you're in there.
And lo, vile beasts did rise. Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash. Sun scorches earth and boils seas. and our sins ascend unto the heavens. 3 dooms to unmake all we were.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Last night, the Isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Radzatan themselves transformed into these baleful fiends. Though the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies.
My guess is that this is like the Earth's ether going out of control, so then the ether within the Earth kind of like since some areas stagnate, like the current hits a stagnation and then pops out of the earth sorta, and then when it hits people it transforms them into beasts, is my guess. I'm not sure why it would turn them into beasts specifically, but that's a different detail.
The large one's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Vritra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude. Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimat.
I just realized
they will make land
because the north of the island we can't go to.
But one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Yeah. Different part of the island, completely.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be.
Some of this dialogue's like really generic. Like, I understand you're gonna have to have some filler dialogue, but a lot of it's like, do you really need one of them being like, yeah, let's go do it? Like, okay. Can you be a little more inspirational than just that? No, that's all I got. But yeah, like, this could technically be the north, but I'm pretty sure they mean north of Radzatan, so this whole area would be the north, over here, that we can't see. Still don't understand this location, though.
children of Daphne. Forgive me. I could do them no harm. What is this vile presence I sense? The horde draweth near. Be on your guard.
Well, this is pretty fun, though a little bit basic. Like, come on, like, I'm sure that these other guys are really good too, but like, I don't know, why did everything seem a little too simple there? Like, really weirdly simple. I don't know. It's fine if it's simple, it's just like, you know, after that first dungeon where that first boss was just kicking everybody's ass, it's like, I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, come on. Jeez, that screen's still acting up. Oh, look at that. I want to look at the sights, guys. This looks fucking nuts. Freaking sheesh. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah, that's a lot of destruction over there, you know? That's like half the island's destroyed, right? Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just reality. Oh, that reminds me, I still can't do Passage of Arms. Darn it. Well, this should be the last time I do this class. For a while. No, not for like the whole DLC probably, but for a while. Oh, right. Okay. I guess that's where we're gonna do the final fight over there. Oh, great. Oh, it's such a unique item that I'm in this dungeon for the first time, and I've already gotten the item. Such a unique item, wow. I better be careful on my inventory. And that's assuming that I didn't actually just fill it up. That all worked out pretty perfectly. Good boss, just all around solid. Nothing too crazy. Intuitive? Maybe that's the best word. My problem is when it's not intuitive. I don't know. I can't tell who was doing great. We'll go with that. Okay. Yeah, man, I think I did pretty good. I mean, I'm sure everybody was doing good, but I was doing... That's peak tank at this point. I don't think you can do that much better than that. Unless I start... Because, like, technically there are a few moves where you can target other players and heal them and stuff like that. But... It's a difficulty. It's a bit of a difficulty.
As I feared.
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Like their souls are getting destroyed, basically.
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
Oh, what's that mean? Okay, I don't know what that would mean.
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Okay, so it's the opposite of what I was thinking of, if anything. If anything, the planet's absorbing ether, maybe.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying.
Yeah, literally, like the planet's sucking up its own ether from the surface?
This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
Oh, I guess that's another idea, yeah. That it actually just decays. A rapid decay of ether, though? Yeah, that seems weird. Like, what would cause that?
Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhap so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me, or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
You put your secret at risk.
Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Ra-Zet-Han will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. The last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you loathe.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
I still like that a little better. So that looks fine. Paladin's actually pretty set. Damn. That actually got him a lot more levels than I thought. That was like almost half of a whole level. Funny. I was just looking at expatriation. What does that do? You know, like, it took the place of something. Oh, what did that take the place of? I can't tell what it replaced. No, it didn't do that one. Intervention? I don't know. I feel like I wasn't using that expatriation slot. Yeah, and then when these come up, they're gonna be a big deal. Maybe I had already set this one, because this looks similar to something. Restores MP. Let's see. There's something that restores MP. This one? No. Is it just intervention? No, that one's a complicated one. There's just so much. Wait, is this actually? I just realized, like, wait, why am I not using this one? Yeah, because I think you have to target somebody else. Yeah, that's the issue. Like, oh, it's good healing, but like, I prefer not to even be thinking about healing for this character. But then it's weird because, like, yeah, what about clemency? Yeah, because that just is an actual heal. But again, like, these two are like, ooh, don't you want to heal your party members? And it's like, that's not my job. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, sure, I guess it's an option. Well, see, it's also confusing because you can also do cover. I mean, this one can be good too, but you gotta be good at targeting other party members while you're in the middle of battle. I mean, there's just so many attacks here that I'd rather just be focusing on only the, I'd rather only focus on the enemy. This is, though, it is worth noting that this is a Oath Gauge thing. As for White Passage of Arms wasn't working. Again, I think that I just have to do a job quest, but the weird part is that, as you can see, I have every ability except for Passage of Arms. Yeah. So I guess the job quest only gives you Passage of Arms. Otherwise, it's not to gain any new abilities, apparently. Okay. It is a very good ability, though, to be fair. It's pretty crazy. Though, I think it doesn't work amazingly unless you know exactly when to use it, or just vaguely. It's almost like it's not necessary. It's an ability that's really good, but very, very unnecessary. It's like overpowered, basically. Unless you know what you're using it on, because if you use it at the wrong time, then they're going to hit you with a super attack, and it's like, oops, I'm dead, because the super attack will just go through that unique ability. Divine Veil. Which one's Divine Veil? Ah, this one. I mean, it's a good one, I suppose. And unfortunately, Holy Spirit and Holy Circle are good, but Confidier just beats it. And I believe once I use, because you need to use these, you need to use the Resquiat, you know, this one. And then if you do that and then Confidier, I believe it uses the whole gauge. So it's not like you can do Confidier and then just go to these other two, as far as I'm aware. Now, I used to get rid of not have prominence and total eclipse, the AoE ones. But I started running into issues with making sure enemies were targeting me, so yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh yeah, you know what? I could put Resquiat right down here. And that will just like make it so maybe if I do think Holy Circle, maybe I could like experiment and maybe Holy Circle and Spirit does work as I was hoping after using Confiteor. Because Confiteor is like you use it once. I thought maybe you could continue using it, but yeah, it's overpowered. So they didn't want you to just use it. Because it says can only be executed while under the effects of Resquiat. But then they don't say that, oh yeah, you use it all up. You use all of Resquiat up. But it says effect fades upon execution. And I don't know what that means. Apparently this also heals you, but I mean, that's just a bonus. Like, not necessary. This one, is this the same? Blade of Faith. Because, yeah, you need to use Resquiat to use these. Blade of Truth. Blade of Faith. Blade of Truth. No, this needs Blade of Truth. This needs Blade of Faith. This needs... What does this need? Wait a second, what? What does this one say you need? Sort of. Sorry. I'll figure it out when I get to it, I guess. Okay, so that's all set. It's all good gear. Really good gear, really. Like, excellent gear. I mean, could be slightly better, but we're talking real slight. So Paladin's set for the foreseeable future. I'm thinking Astrologian. Maybe? That reminds me, I think I have a ring maybe for this? No, maybe not. Okay, it's something else. Or no, you know what? I think it's in the inventory. Ah, you need to be level 85. Of course. Yeah, I'll keep that there. So yeah, what would I need for this? I mean, these are all pretty good. Legs and a ring. So we can do legs. And I don't think I have a ring. Looks fine. This actually might go along with my outfit, with my current outfit just fine. Maybe even, no, actually, I guess I can't. Oh, we'll see. Maybe it looks fine. Maybe it looks fine. And then I'll put this with the... Darn it, I can't do that. She's out of date. Well, I mean, that's good. I can put that on right now. Too similar. Put that away. Let's see. There's a lot. So I need to use all this food, by the way. This is why my inventory is so full, because it's just all this food. Though to be fair, I mean, I did grab a whole bunch of these recently. Wait, what's going on with this? Oh, Paladin, right. Paladin outfit. Which reminds me... No, that's right. This was the most updated one, right. And then, I mean, yeah, what if I dyed it and put on my normal outfit? Looks fine to me. That's Snow White dye. I might be out of Snow White dye though, we'll see. And then that's good. We can try a weapon, maybe. Let's see if there's a better weapon. In the, well, actually, are there anything actually here? It's that one. Oh, right. And then this one is same thing, kinda. Oh no, that's right. I bought those. Right. Ugh. I'll place those in the armory. And then this one is, yeah, the questionable outfit. Yeah, that gotta be put away. This is nothing. Wait, that one's decent. I mean, unique. It's not like really amazing. It's just like, kind of tribal, but also almost kind of cowboy-like. Kinda. I wish there was a place I could temporarily put that. Nothing there. What was that? Good shoes. Or not that good. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I always get mixed up because they're comparing it to my current loadout, even though my current loadout, it makes no sense to compare it to my current loadout. Like, why are you doing that? Okay. Yeah, these are actually good, but like I'd have to go and switch to the proper class. Wait, what is this? Oh, right, generic stuff. But yeah, all this food to eat. More. I'm trying to remember where I bought dye. Is there anything else? Feed or anything? We'll do that and then. There we go. Like, what's going on? Yeah, this is all 5:30 though. Wait, what was that? Oh, right. I mean, yeah, there's kind of no reason to switch these other than to switch my glamour plate, maybe. But I pretty much can only switch to this one, pretty much. I mean, I can switch to other ones, it's just, I just think it's the only one appropriate. I mean, this one's kind of okay, but... like, after looking at this a bit more, it's like, actually, if I had a different outfit other than the Santa one, it'd be fine. But I think I just don't have enough good astrologian outfits. So that's an issue. I'm just thinking... And then Summoner is just fine, right? Yes, it's all good. Yeah. The earrings and all these accessories always last through an entire DLC. And even if you find a better one, as we've seen, its improvements are like 2-3 points here and there. But yeah, so everything actually... I think everything for every class is fine now. Like, level appropriate. Like, you can't get much better than this. So, currently... Yeah, the question is just astrologian or machinists. This is fine. I guess I can switch to different glamour plate. I wish I could like do this with the hat on, but well, actually, wait, can't I move the visor? I don't know. Maybe the visor's like whether there's like an eye visor and it flips it up or flips it down. That's my best guess. Is that like, I feel like there was lights going off and I was ignoring them. Yes, there it is. Let's see. Yeah, just kind of nothing else to pick. What is this? I don't remember this. Oh, this is what my... This is technically what I'm wearing right now. I forgot how, like, edgy some of these things are. It's like, wait, what is this? Oh, right. I mean, it looks fine enough, right? It looks good, but, like, it's also super... Kinda, super generic, kinda. See, this is what I'd be wearing as an Astro Religion. It's just way too basic. And even that's kind of basic. It's actually not bad either. That's my annoyance. It's just like, it doesn't look bad. It's just like the robe is way too basic. I mean, what if I did that? Yeah, it's not gonna really make things look better here. I mean, not much difference here. I guess we'll do this. I believe I checked this before, but can I dye this? I think like maybe it just doesn't look... I mean, it looks fine with dye, it's just... I probably don't have a decent dye. Like, you know, like it's just one big dress. It's way too generic, Maybe green would work. If I had the right green. No. 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 I'm not even sure if I want light green or dark green. No. Yeah, maybe a shade of blue. I mean, actually, it's starting to make me think purple might not be too bad. Nah, I don't know, though. What about the actual purples? Just to check. I was thinking grape purple. This is so minor. These two. Just going for an Asian appearance, I suppose, here. Colorant purple. I mean, you say I don't have it, but did you check the Chocobo saddlebag? Yeah, I guess you didn't, idiot. Apparently I only have one. I don't know why, but I only have one. Alright then. Hopefully it works out. And then, yeah, I was just wondering. Oh yeah, what about this though? Could this like look like something else? White pants are not gonna look great. Honestly, if those pants were black, I wonder. It's only partial. So weird. So why is it gotta be so bad? Is there anyone where the white part changes? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't look like it, okay. So I guess we're fine. What do you gotta say? Yeah, it's starting to feel like this is going to be the rest of the time that I'm going to be on stream. Alright, alright, we're good, we're good. Hey Graha. As usual, we're hanging out. Just checking. Is the Ether Plaza not available still? Kama? Oh, I didn't do Kama yet. Let's go check if the Ether Plaza's available. Because, yeah, it's just been so long since I had to be here that I didn't, well, you know, you can't teleport here anyway. Kind of just felt like it was a foregone conclusion that you couldn't teleport here. But at this point, you have to be able to teleport here. There's no explanation why you shouldn't be able to. Oh, gosh. Still. My gosh. Okay then. Unfortunately, the food that I have on is kind of going to waste here. Is there anything I could do? I mean, like, there are some stuff I can do. It's just... Oh, right. And that wasn't level 85 mission. Oh, no. We're quickly at the cusp of this being really inconvenient, aren't we? Yes, you don't have to tell me how this works every time. Unfortunately, I can't even teleport there faster. Sheesh. So this is level 85? Yep. Very bizarre to be at this point in the game. Maybe I should just end the stream. I'm just thinking maybe I should just end the stream and then, like, do some leveling quests. And, well, first of all, get Summoner to level 88, maybe? That should probably carry me for a good long while. And then also do some leveling quests to get Astrologian to 85. I think it'd be worth it. We'll see how long I have to do this before it gates me off, since I'm a low level. Well, you know, like, till I get to the end of the quest. And then it's like, oh, you have to be level 85 to finish the quest. Okay, I think we're done for the night. Regardless, I still have to do the level up quest tonight anyway, so that's gonna take a while. And then I plan to play this in the morning anyway, so it's just best if I just from here get Summoner to a good level, hopefully, and an Astrologian will be my story character for a while. I don't expect that much combat for a while. I mean, I feel like it would just get too repetitive if we did what we just did a few more times, you know. So, and I'm dreading the idea of there being more instances. Oh man, I don't want more instances of like basically what we just did, but it's an instance instead of a dungeon. Fuck that. No, just no. Sheesh. But yeah, so we got 81, 83, 85, going at a rate of 87, 89. Makes sense. Depending on where we go. I mean, at this point, I don't expect that we're going to get any more stuff at Garlemald and Lamentorum. Well, this later, but I don't know what we're going to have. And Garlemald, hard to say. I mean, I would just say probably nothing, just because there's not enough people there for it to really be meaningful, really. So then it's all going to be Labyrinthos and Savnir, I guess. I mean, we still have a whole region in Savnir to go, so there's that too. So yeah, off stream I'll finish Mare Lamentorum, and yeah, level up Astrologian, I think. I'll try to look for more outfits, maybe. Maybe there's some more outfits that I'm just overlooking as an option. But yeah, hopefully see you guys pretty early in the morning. I started quite late today, but I still think we made some pretty solid progress, all things considered. Finished the moon and made a good dent in Razid Han after the dungeon. I think tomorrow we'll go to whatever other new area they'll have us go to and finish that area. We'll see from there. It depends if it's going to be a 12-hour stream or something. I'd have to start at like 10 for it to be a 12-hour stream. If it was a 12-hour stream, we would get to like level 88 missions easily. But hard to say. But I should make the most of my time, to be fair, because this is a 3-day weekend. And also, if I can finish Endwalker basically this weekend. I mean, Monday I kind of plan not to. I don't know. I don't have any plans or anything. It's just like, you know, it was a short stream today, but like 2 straight days of big time playing would be a bit much. I feel, probably. Especially considering how much talking I expect there to be. You know, they're in the middle of investigating stuff still, so you know, how much more action can I expect? We'll see how it turns out. If nothing else, you know, we'll have a fast early start tomorrow, I think. I say that even though I'm going to be up for another hour or two to finish up any quests and little things I want to do. But again, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be up at, we'll say by noon for sure. We know how my reinsurances turn out all the time. Anyway, I'd be surprised if we didn't finish Endwalker though by part 10, because tomorrow will be a long stream for sure. You know, 8 hours minimum, probably 12 hours more likely. What's going on over here? No, everybody's just freaking out. Yeah, just kind of, yeah. But yeah, it feels like we got done with the first half of the DLC, and now we're in the second half. Like, they almost could have expanded everything we've done up to now. They almost could have expanded it to one whole DLC just way more detailed with storming Garlemald and maybe a few more details with Charlian, maybe. But instead they kind of rush through the Garlemald stuff really quick. Like, oh, don't worry, you don't have to worry about like any armies except like the 3rd Legion, and that's it. Like, sheesh, just them, huh? That's it. Like, sheesh. But yeah. Anyway, see you later. What do you got to say, Graha? Wait, what was it? Okay. I'll go level up to level 85. See ya tomorrow morning.